Alright, so hopefully that weird focusing will stop. Anyways, it is the 24th, day, Christmas Eve. Yay! I've been sick. That's why I didn't do a video last week. And as you can see in the title, this video is for last week and this week. Yeah, the comics that come out tomorrow technically came out today, at least in my store. And I know a lot of other people, or not a lot, but I know there are other people who got them early. Some people actually, one person I ran online got theirs last week, I think. Not like it matters. There's only like a total of 4 or 5 comic books that came out. And I mean, like, out of every company, there was like a very, very little. So I only got 2 things from there. But I actually want to show something before I get into this, which is actually, this is a pile of a few back issues, last week's issues, and 2 issues from this week. But before I get onto that, yay, unfocused. My store had a sale, a graphic novel sale, 30 to, I want to say 80% off, something like that. It was really big. It was really good. I wish I went there earlier. I didn't. For one, there was only 2 things that came out this week, and I was like, well, whatever. And I didn't know about the sale, but I did get a few things, including Little Mega Man, the arts thing, which I'm not going to show. But just because the prices were so good, one of them did cost more, but I mean, the retail price on it is pretty high, so yeah. Anyways, the X-Men Volume 1, issues like 1 through 9 or 1 through 10 or something like that, which is awesome. I've been wanting to get this like for a while because he's had it there for a while. Sadly, he had already sold Volume 2, because he had Volume 1 and 2, and I was going to buy them both in a bundle one day, but I decided not to. But he sold Volume 2, but he still had Volume 1, so I got Volume 1, which is still awesome. Aside from that, Iron Man, Extremis, or Extremis, however you want to pronounce it. I like Extremis better. It's issues 1 through 6, plus the motion DVD, so that's pretty cool, $5. I mean, you can't really beat that price. And, lastly, Spider-Man, The Best of Spider-Man, Volume 4, for $5. I don't have any of the other ones, and it's Volume 4, so it's way up there. But it was $5. Once again, you can't beat $5. Anyways, getting on to the actual comic book stuff. Nothing in the comic book news. I'm not even going to go through it, especially since this video, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being a little bit long, like last video, but we'll see. So, last week I said that I might go back and get the Mega Man issues for the Blackout, the Curse of Raw Moon storyline, because I liked the very last part of it so much, and I kind of really wish I was getting them in series, because I read it all in like 2 days. I would have probably read it in one day, except I wasn't feeling well. And it was freaking amazing. It was really, really good. If you like Mega Man at all, you owe it to yourself to be reading these. I mean, the writing is good, the art is good, the story is great. Basically, this robot that's kind of from space, kind of not. I think it was weird. But he blacks out the planet, everybody, including Mega Man, who they managed to reactivate, and he has to stop. And that was basically the story. It starts off right after the events in, what was it? Worlds Collide. After Wily does his thing, I guess, when it first happened, he was at his birthday party, and then all the weird stuff happened. So he's back to where he was at his birthday party, and that's where the story goes through. I don't want to talk too much about it, mostly because I don't want to spoil it either for anyone who is interested in reading it, but Mega Man is really great. This cover isn't, though. Yeah. But these issues, 29, 28, 30, and 31, as you can see, Mega Man and Breakman. Because he's not Proto Man yet. Still Breakman. I mean, he's still technically Proto Man, but still working with Wily. And that would be the dog barking, because probably a cat. Yeah, I'm assuming a cat. Anyways, this is from 2 weeks ago, I think. Or no, is it from last week, isn't it? No, it's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. See, thinking. Uncanny X-Men, my store did not have this the first time. Okay, so what happened is, the day I said I forgot it, my store didn't have it. Turns out he didn't even get it in. But the other store had it, so I got it there. And, yeah, this story, basically all the girls go on a shopping spree. So it was alright. The art was really good, except for when they showed Scott. Scott, the way they drew him, not a fan. They made him look older. A lot older. And I'm talking about older Scott, not younger Scott. But basically, they go out shopping in Paris and run into an Inhuman, and AIM is involved somehow. So I haven't been reading Inhumanity at all, so I wouldn't know what's going on. And yeah, also my voice is kind of going, in case you can't hear it. So if I don't sound as enthusiastic as usual, that's probably why. You know, it was just me drinking water. Anyways, all new X-Men. Again, this actually did not get this when it came out on Wednesday because, well, I kind of forgot it came out and I didn't notice it. But I went back for it and got it, and it was really, really good. As you remember, X-23 was in the last issue. She was going all crazy. This issue, she wakes up, and the first thing she sees is the Weapon X facility sign and freaks out more. But young Scott calms her down, and they go after the people who were hunting her. That's pretty much the main story there. Really good. Not really a setup for anything because they already went after the people who were going after her. And yeah, which makes sense because the next story arc starts the next issue, which is the Trial of Jean Grey, which is a crossover with Guardians of the Galaxy, which is going to be awesome, I hope. Anyways, moving on to Batman and Two-Face. And I'm going to be honest, I'm enjoying Batman and Two-Face, Batman and Robin. I'm sorry. I'm enjoying that series, but not that much. I feel like since it got to Batman and Two-Face, it hasn't been as good. Even though it kind of was weird with Batman and Nightwing. Was it Batman and Nightwing? Whichever one he takes apart, Frankenstein, that was just weird. I don't know, like, that was just really weird. This one, Bruce Wayne basically, I want to say kidnaps because that's not the right word, but he frees somebody going to jail as himself. Not as himself, but I mean, he talks to her as himself and keeps her in a Wayne Manor. And it's kind of weird to see that because it's not something you would normally see Batman do, but he did it. And they go through that redhead girl's origin, more or less. And yeah, there's really not much to say about it. It wasn't the best issue, at least in my opinion. It's alright. I mean, I'm not going to drop it yet. I'm still hoping they're going to get back into Carrie Kelly soon, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that. This is out of order because I should be reviewing this one first because it's point 4. So Amazing Spider-Man 700.4. All in all, I did like it. The main story with Peter waking up in a villain hospital was really good. Still wasn't the Peter Parker I'm used to, you know, the crazy funny one, but it was a really good story, really good drawings, art. It was good. There was a second story about a bully. Basically this kid's getting bullied and he says he's friends with Spider-Man and he has to go look for Spider-Man, and I feel like it's been done before. I feel like that story has been done before. It wasn't a bad story, but like I said, I feel like that situation. Oh, my friend's a superhero, and he goes looking for me. He finds a superhero. That story, it's been done before. But other than that, it is a good issue. But this one, 700.5, was really yeah. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. 700.5 was really, really good. The first story was like what I wanted out of a Peter Parker story. It was like hilarious. He was funny, sarcastic. Um, Basically, Johnny Storm comes to Peter's apartment while he's sleeping and is like, "Hey, I need you to help me hide this from Reed Richards because bad things are gonna happen if he activates it," and blah blah blah. And if you read it, it was really good. It wasn't too serious at all. It was really good. But the second story, oh my god, it was messed up, and it was good. It was just messed up. This kid saved or thinks he's saving Spider-Man's life, and I'm just gonna leave it at that because it was good, but it was a messed up story in a way. Just it was a sad story. I'm gonna put it that way, and it was good. It was just a weird way to go out on the whole point issues. Next, Harley Quinn. She now owns an apartment complex slash I forgot what the bottom part was, like a diner or something. And because she owns it, she owes money on back taxes and stuff. And she's going around trying to make money. And people want to assassinate her for something. I don't know why, but we're learned that eventually. It was all right. It was fun, you know. That's what I would assume, you know. I would guess from a Harley Quinn series, fun, you know, nothing serious really. So it was good. It was all right. You know, I enjoyed it. Um, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. It was fun. Uh, Thor, the Accursed, Part 4. This issue was actually pretty great. They covered a lot of things. There's like only one more part left in this storyline with Malekith. And basically, they confront the Frost Giants. They believe there's a traitor within them. And they come to Earth. Like, that is a lot of things happening in this issue. And the ending was really good. Again, I'm not going to spoil too much about it. Thor does something that I actually didn't expect to do, but he does. Um, yeah, it was a good issue, you know, that, again, not really much else to say about that because I don't want to spoil it, because there's, like, so many things that happened from straight off in the beginning that, one thing could spoil the whole issue, but, you know, betrayal, Frost Giants, Earth, how can you go wrong, you know? X-Men, that's how you can go wrong. This issue, was just alright, in my opinion, compared to the last few issues. Basically, someone breaks into the X-Mansion, and Psylocke gives chase. And storylines are established. Aside from that, I honestly don't remember much about it, and that's why I'm kind of like thinking to myself, okay, well, it probably wasn't that good if I don't remember it, or it was the fact that I was sick. But I read all these other ones when I was sick, and I remembered them, so that kind of tells you what's going on there. But, you know, I do like this new X-Men series. It's only issue 8. The last 8 issues have been alright. So hopefully it'll pick up more in the next issue. I think this was more of them just setting up for, like, what's coming. And, yeah, it was okay. You know, I'm not gonna drop it just because of one issue that wasn't, you know, amazing, but there you go. And speaking of issues that were amazing, ironically, The Superior Spider-Man, Darkest Hours, second to last part of Darkest Hours, I believe, issue 24, still with the Black Banner, which is awesome. Cover not so great, storyline amazing. What can I say without spoiling? Well, spoiler from last issue, you know, Spider-Man does now have the Venom symbiote, so that's awesome. Mary Jane now knows to stay away from Peter Parker, and she goes to Aunt May. Stuff happens there. Freaking amazing. The underlying story with the goblins, it's still setting up. Hobgoblin is getting ready to make his return. The original, you know, Robert Kingsley. And, it's like, I want the next issue now, because it is so freaking good. You know, just like any storyline you should be reading right now, it is Darkest Hours, because it is amazing. God, it is just so good. It's like, it's not even funny. You know, he's, uh, Uncanny Avengers. Last issue was crazy. If you read it, you know who is no longer with us in the Marvel Universe, which I still believe it will be undone because there's kind of plenty of time travel going on in these issues, and it feels like they're gonna come back, but as of now they aren't. A big battle looks like it's on its way. Um, I honestly don't know where they're gonna go with it because this series has been coming like unpredictable. Since issue one, I didn't expect what happened at the end of issue one to happen with Red Skull and Xavier's brain. That was really unexpected to me. This issue focused more on Captain America and Wasp and Havoc a little bit. Um, Still trying to fight the Apocalypse Twins, trying to stop their rapture, which is going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I can really say about it. Other than that, it was definitely good. It wasn't as good as last issue. Last issue was probably my favorite thing that came out that week. This week or last week, it would have been Superior Spider-Man. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, I am definitely starting to enjoy this again. I said like a few issues ago that I wasn't enjoying it because for one, they do come out too far apart. But I mean, the story is picking up really good. So definitely recommend Uncanny Avengers. Anyways, this week, two issues. Um, Justice League, Forever Evil tie-in. Yes, that's still going on. Issue 26. It says Power Ring Unleashed, and this issue is unbelievably misleading, and I mean unbelievably, because none of that happens here. None of that. Really, this is more... excuse me. This is more of an origin issue. Basically, Grid is going through the origin of Power Ring, of their version of the Flash, Deathstorm, I believe, and he mentions what is it, Superwoman, but he also a little bit, but then he like tries to mention Ultraman, but he doesn't have any finals on him. And he talks about the hooded guy who we still don't know who he is, and I honestly have no idea who he is. I don't have a guess at this point. Other than that, it ends with Cyborg, you know, on a cyborg note, a real cyborg note. It looks like he will probably be making his return soon, and I really think that, the tipping point is coming where we're going to finally see everybody starting to fight back, so that I'm excited for that. Otherwise, it was just an alright issue. It wasn't great, but it was definitely, worth it. I'm really liking Justice League right now. I might actually keep it on as a regular series because if you know, before Trinity War, I wasn't picking up Justice League at all, and after Trinity War, Justice League was the only one I'm still picking up. I'm not getting Justice League of America or Justice League Dark. But this issue, pretty alright, pretty good. The series, pretty awesome. Speaking of awesome, last thing to come out this week that I got, Forever Evil Part 4 of 7. Oh man, this was really, 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 really good. Obviously, it's the best thing of this week since I only got two things this official week. I didn't get Avengers. Because I'm dropping it. It's gonna happen. I might get the issue just because I want the animal cover, but I haven't decided yet. If you haven't seen it, they're doing animal covers this month for all the Point One issues, or Marvel Now, New Marvel Now, All New Marvel Now. I think that's what it's called. They're getting animal covers. It's fucking awesome. Captain America is an eagle. You gotta look that stuff up. They're awesome. But anyways, Forever Evil Part 4 starts off with Batman and Catwoman in the Batcave, and Batman goes through, like, they gotta use this old motorcycle of his because, of Grid, he doesn't want to use any of the Batmobiles because they're all connected to the internets, which I guess he can't turn off and can be hacked on. I'm sorry, that's my only thing here is, like, I don't want to use it. They're connected to technology. You can't just, turn off the Wi-Fi. You know, can't turn off the 4G Batman. Come on. But other than that, it was really good. In the Batcave, he has all these ways to stop his Justice League. Kind of like in that movie, Justice League Doom. It's basically the same premise. He has all these weapons to stop them, all these contingency plans for most of the crime syndicate. Luthor is doing his thing with his team. He helps not Shazam, Black Adam, and they basically Batman and Luthor run into each other along with Power Ring, and not gonna spoil what happens next. If you've seen the other cover for this, which I did kind of want and I forgot about, so I didn't get it, you kind of know what happens. And honestly, this cover right here would have been represented better on this issue. Because even this issue's cover doesn't represent what happens in it good. This one does, even though it doesn't represent what happens in it as much at all. But it fits better, and that's my best way to describe it. But anyways, that is my pickup video for the last week and this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. If not, I'm hoping you had a good, Hanukkah and all the other holidays that happen this month, which I do not know the names of, if there are any other ones. And if you don't celebrate anything, just, hope you have a good New Year. You gotta celebrate New Year. So, if I don't make a new video by then, Happy New Year, and I will see you next time. Also, check out a link in the description for a show me and a friend did called the Weekly Bombardment. Hopefully, it'll be there. If not tonight, then tomorrow for sure. The link should be there. I'm hoping to edit and upload it. Not our best episode at all. I'm going to say that right now. We have other episodes you should check out. But we pretty much decided, like, at the last minute to do that episode. When we do our next episode, hopefully it'll be more organized and more, better. We don't really talk about nerdy stuff, just FYI. We talk more about news and random things, and we kind of forgot about a few of the things we normally talk about in it, but hopefully you'll find it enjoyable. If you do, subscribe, that would be cool. But anyways, like I said, happy holidays to everybody, and I guess I will see you when I see you, and thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or just want to comment, and yeah.